Okay, well, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. Everyone is here. I'm gonna put this in speaker view so if you are watching the replay, then you can see a little bit better. But welcome, my name is Shermy, and I live here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and I am so excited that you guys are joining us tonight. So I'm so thankful for my brand new teammates, Chris and Blaine, and they are both like in the last 2 weeks, I think you guys have joined. So we all just wanted to get together because we are loving Park Lane, and we just wanted to share why we love it. So, again, my name is Shermy. I've been in Park Lane for almost, it'll be 3 years in March, but I'm not unfamiliar with direct sales. I've actually been in direct sales for the past 16 years. And I was talking, I think, to someone this weekend, and I was like, listen, I've been around long enough to know a good thing when I see it. And I am so thankful that even though I was very hesitant to start something new like Park Lane, I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to do it because it really has blessed our family. And I don't know if you're like me, but I don't really have the luxury to pour in a lot of time into something that isn't going to benefit our family, you know? So what I also know is that ladies need a little more fun in their life because sometimes because we're women and we just have this, I don't know, this innate, I guess, maybe ability to just take care of all the things. We do all the things all the time. And then sometimes we forget to do fun things for ourselves. So, what I love about Park Lane is it carves out, it kind of forces me to meet new friends and hang out with wonderful ladies, play in the jewelry, and create some fun for myself. But also, we get paid. So, it's a win-win situation. So why don't you guys put in the comments if you can find it. I know a couple of you are driving, so don't worry about that. And sometimes it's hard to find on your iPad or your phone, but if you can find the comments, put in like a one in the chat if you work a full-time job. And I would say most of the ladies that are in Park Lane, I would say the majority work a full-time job. So this isn't something that, I mean, you can definitely replace your full-time income with it, but a lot of us, well, I mean, I homeschool, but a lot of ladies want just something extra, a little extra to fill in the gaps. And they just want a little something for themselves. Also, maybe you could just raise your hand. Have you ever had um, that panic feeling when an unexpected bill comes up? It's like that, something comes that you didn't plan and it feels like it's choking you. Like, can anyone relate to that? And it's like immediate panic, right? And I remember thinking that, so I started in Park Lane when my oldest was about 16. Yeah, she had just turned 16. And her car battery died about 2 months after I had started in Park Lane. And, nobody plans for that to happen during the week. It always goes out at the worst possible time. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, that's $250. Like, where am I going to get $250? And in that same panic breath, I remember thinking, I have money sitting in an account. Like I have money in an account that I've been getting from my jewelry. And it was like I felt like I was a superhero and I saved the day for our family. And yes, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it may have been just $250, but in that moment it felt like a huge amount. And just having that extra money sitting there was such a big relief. So whether, you are thinking, you know what, I really don't need the money, but fun sounds good. Or maybe you're like, you know what, I really could use an extra $250. Or maybe you need more than that. Park Lane is something that can afford both of those things to you. So let me just get down to it because I'm always the girl that thinks, okay, but what's the catch? Like that's how I was with Park Lane. I'm like, okay, it sounds good, but what's the catch? So there's no catch. So let me tell you, if this is something that piques your curiosity or something that you could just say, why not to, just know, ladies, you could start your Park Lane business for as little as $99. That's literally less than what you probably go to Walmart for, okay? And so you could start your business for $99, and there's other kits that I'll explain later on how you can do that. So just know that this is an affordable thing that you could do to help your family, however that may be. So why jewelry? First of all, I think that's some things it's like, well, there's so many other things out there that you can invest your money and your time into. So why jewelry? Well, you probably notice all of us probably have some of it on. One, because it's easy and fun to wear, right? Like you can wear the cloud earrings like I have on, and I bet you're going to get compliments on them. And so what do you say? Oh my gosh, don't you love this jewelry? Like I'm a rep for it. Like you are a walking billboard for your jewelry or for your business. Also, jewelry is the number one gift giving item in America. I mean, every like Valentine's Day just happened, Easter's coming, Mother's Day, graduation, there's always a reason for someone to gift a piece of jewelry. And let me tell you, who doesn't, like who's gonna frown or give a side eye when somebody gives them a cute pair of earrings? Nobody, like it's not gonna hurt anyone's feelings. It's not gonna be like, oh, thanks for that vacuum, or whatever. It's gonna be something that's gonna bring a smile to their face. And then you can, with jewelry, you literally can sell it anywhere. You can sell it online. You can sell it, you can go to homes and show it in the homes. You can set it up, go to a coffee shop and bring a couple trays of jewelry and show it there. You could go to vendor fairs or craft fairs and sell it there. It's easy and portable, and it's not like we have to lug boxes and boxes with us. And with our jewelry, with Park Lane's jewelry, Park Lane actually takes care of all of your inventory. So it's not like you have to get, question, oh, should I have 5 of those bracelets or 10 of these bracelets? No, everything that you have is your samples. And Park Lane ships all of it to their customers. And so you don't have to have stockpiles of product that you're going to be stuck with. I remember I was in another direct sales company early on, like early, years and years ago, my very first one, and they always told me, "You're doing such a good job." I was always a top seller. Well, it's because I had so much product in my closet that nobody bought. So it was like, well, yeah, I'm a top seller, but I'm not making any money. And so with Park Lane, it's like, no, my samples are my samples, and I don't have to stock anything, and I don't have to make deliveries either unless I choose to. It goes all to the customer. And so I guess another thing is like, all right, so jewelry sounds good. Like that, I could get behind that, but why would you choose Park Lane? And that was one of my questions that I had 3 years ago. Like, okay, because everybody that I was with another company before, and they had sadly they closed their doors in 2020. And so a lot of my friends came to Park Lane and they were like, Sherman, you need to come. It's so good, blah, blah, blah. And I just kept thinking, like, to myself, well, everyone says that, right? Like, everyone says theirs is so great. And so I was just kind of like, I don't know about this. I felt like I was like tiptoeing in, like side eye. Probably my arms were crossed. Like, is this a good thing? And so let me tell you, almost 3 years later, it really is that good. And like I said earlier, I've been in direct sales long enough to know a good thing when I see it. And the reasons that I love Park Lane is they set their customers up, their hostesses up, and their stylists up for success. So if you have shopped Park Lane before, which I think all of you that are on have, you understand how amazing their customer special is. So as a customer, our customers get to take advantage of our every day, all day, or all year long, our buy two, get four at half price. So our customers can go in and buy 2 items in the $20 to $30 range. I was looking to see if I had any laying around here. $20 to $30 range, and then it unlocks and entitles them to go back and get up to 4 items at half price. So that's where they can get those items between 40 and $60 or 40 and $100. They can get those at half price. And then there's always weekly bonuses that the customers can get. And so because the Park Lane has that amazing customer special, I have seen more repeat business than I have in any other time that I have sold anything. So because every day they can get a new, a new bundle, and it helps them get those higher priced items at an affordable price. Another thing is our hostess plan. Now, I think Tammy is going to be a hostess. Macy's hosting on Thursday, and then I know Amy just hosted. So you guys are also going to reap the benefits of those benefit of those that perk. But as with Park Lane, our hostesses get free jewelry on every order that's placed. So, and it goes off of orders and not the dollar amount. So our friends can come to our party, and if they really can only they really their budget just allows them to get one pair of earrings, that is great because your hostess is going to get the same amount in free jewelry whether her guest got one pair of earrings or they get everything on their wish list. So when she gets 5 orders, that would be $100 in free. But on their 10th order, their jewelry credit doubles. So you automatically get $400 in free jewelry. Plus, they get to shop half price and they get 2 bonuses. Or right now, you can get 2 bonus items. So that's any item up to $200 for only 30. Like our cloud earrings are over $100. Our hostesses can get these for only $30. So then they don't have to take a big portion of their free jewelry to get those higher priced items. They can pay 30 and get those and then get more. There's no cap. Like she can go if she got 20 orders, that would be $800 in free jewelry. So and normally our hostesses get, I would say, between $400 to $600 in free jewelry, plus their half price items and their bonuses. So, and then what that does is because she's getting so much, like there's something about women, we don't want our friends to miss out on a good deal, right? So what's she going to do? She's going to go talk to her friends and she's going to brag and say, "This is what I did." And then you're probably going to meet somebody at her party and they're going to want to do the same. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I have a kid in college, and then I have my youngest who is in all things sports and all things horses. Neither one of those are cheap by any means. And so it's like our budget can be pretty tight for, on the extra things. So I may not be able to go out and drop $150, on a pair of earrings, but I could get 10 girlfriends together and have and shop and then get my free items. So that is something that allows ladies that are in that situation to get their favorites too. Now, with Park Lane, they also are so smart in how they set their stylist up for success. So when you join Park Lane, you're going to come in at one of the highest commission rates in the industry. So brand new stylist can come in at 30%. You can earn up to 50% depending on what you decide you want to do with your business. But Park Lane also recognizes leadership in other direct sales companies and experience. So, say you've been in another direct sales company and you were in a leadership status, you can actually apply and come in, and you may come in at a higher commission rate than a fashion stylist. So, that's always an option too. Now one of my favorite perks, and I told you I have a kid in college and this other one, and they're both sucking me dry here. So going on luxurious vacations right now for my husband and I on our own dime probably isn't in the budget. But Park Lane has 2 travel trips every year that our stylists can earn. And girls, it's any stylist. You don't have to be in Park Lane for 20 years and it's like a high up leader. No, every lady has the same, they come in at the same playing field. So right now we're earning a trip to St. Thomas. And then that we just finished earning one to Dublin, Ireland. And then they'll announce the next one come July. So I've been able to go on one so far with my husband this time last year, we went to Hawaii, compliments of Park Lane. Now, when I say like they paid, it was like all expenses paid. They took care of our airfare and out of your local airport. So I didn't have to drive to Dallas, which probably would have been a little cheaper. I know I got to go to Tulsa, fly out of Tulsa, and then they took care of our hotel. And when I say like we're not staying at like, some rinky-dink hotel here, we were at like this super fancy hotel. Like I opened my doors and I saw the ocean and I got to hear it, and they also gave us jewelry like a couple times that week, and they paid for most of our meals. And when I say, like, their meals, it wasn't like, "Here's your sandwich to go." I mean, I was eating things that I've never ate before. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try that." So you really felt special. They always say, "We're gonna work hard, so let's play hard on those trips." There's no meetings. It's really just to have a good time. And then in 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I get to take my oldest daughter to Paris, compliments of Park Lane. And again, those aren't things that we would be able to do right now in this season of our life. But because I can work my business and I can earn these trips. Also, we can earn $1,100 every month in Park Lane in jewelry, in free jewelry. So this allows it like your business to actually be your business, okay? I don't know, like, remember my story earlier, it's like, yeah, I was doing a good job because I was pouring all my money into the product. But with Park Lane, I don't have to do that. I can earn milestones throughout the month and earn free jewelry. I just got in a box. Well, I got in like 4 boxes this weekend of jewelry, and it's like, and it was all my free jewelry. And so this is things that I can use to add to my kit if I wanted to, or I can use as giveaways, or I can use as gifts, whatever I wanted to do, and I get to pick it out. And then a couple times a month, they'll even do like incentives for us stylists. Like if we sell so much in a time period, they'll give us like an extra bracelet that hasn't launched yet. Like this is brand new for it's gonna I think it already sold out, but they're opening it to today. But this was the Purple Passion. And so I sold X amount of dollars in the first 2 weeks, and then they were able to send me that. So then I have it for my customers to see. There's other things that Park Lane does too, and we have a Mercedes car bonus that you can do. There's also, let's see, oh, there's, like I said, the monthly free perks. There's also bonuses as you advance. There's a whole host of things that Park Lane does to set the stylist up for success. So I guess the next thing you would probably need to ask yourself is, okay, so we understand why jewelry is good. It's easy, all right? Everybody loves it. Why Park Lane? Because you are going to be backed by a company and people that are going to help you be successful. And then the last thing I guess you need to ask yourself is, well, why not now? Like, why now? Like, here's the thing, Park Lane has been in business since 1955, but and they have been successful. It is a family-owned business. They treat you like family, and they are completely debt-free. But also, we are experiencing the biggest, like, growth that we have seen thus far. So why wouldn't you want to get in on something that is experiencing that and now become the second generation? But here's the thing, there's no quotas, ladies. So maybe you just need, a couple $100. That is totally fine. Or maybe you have a bigger goal that you need to do. Park Lane can afford you the flexibility to help you meet those goals. And you are going to be a part of a team that will walk alongside you. So, whoever invited you tonight, the stylist, like they are going to be your running buddy, they are going to help you. And we're going to be successful together. And so, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? And with Park Lane, like I said earlier, you can actually start for $99 a month, or not a month, $99, and that gets you started in Park Lane for an entire year. And with that, you get $700 in jewelry that you get to pick out. Now, typically, normally you get $500 in jewelry, but through Wednesday, you can get an extra $200. So $99 gets you $700 in jewelry. Now, here's the thing, ladies. Say you invest that and you're like, why not? Let me just give it a try. And in 2 months, you're like, I'm just not sure this is for me. That's totally fine. Like, no one's going to give you a hard time. We're here to help you with whatever your goals are. But now you have jewelry, you've probably made money by then, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Now, every kit that you choose, we have three. It includes your jewelry that you get to pick out. You decide what you want to get. We can give you recommendations. And then it gives you a personal website, and it also in every Wednesday, whatever you submit, you're going to get paid on that the next week. So we get weekly paychecks. So you're not going to have to worry about like, oh, let me run a profit and loss report and see all what I've made. No, whatever you submit on a Wednesday night, you're going to get paid on that on Tuesday. So you just get to open up your checking account and say, oh, look, I made money today. And that is such a nice feeling. Like tomorrow, I know I'm going to have X amount of dollars in my checking account that I can do whatever I need to do with it. Now, in Park Lane also, so you have the basic kit, the $99, then, or you could do $229, and that's going to get you $1,200 in jewelry. That's the one that I did. I like that kit. I actually made that money back in my first show. So it's very easy to reimburse yourself. Or if you want, you can do like I think it's called our boss kit or whatever it's called. It's $439 and you can get $2,200 in jewelry that you get to pick out. So that is how easy it is to get in Park Lane. Really, the hardest decision you have is just saying, like, why not? Like just deciding. But I promise whoever invited you for a reason. They thought, I bet she would like this and for probably a host of reasons. But just know if you want to give this a try, don't have to marry Park Lane. You can just date it and see how it goes. But you're going to be backed by an amazing group of ladies that will help you. We have an easy onboarding system that will help you learn how to do your business, whether you feel confident in showing the jewelry and all the technology, or you're not so confident, then we can help you do that. But I just want to be the first person to invite each of you to join us in Park Lane because it has been the best thing that I have said yes to when it comes to direct sales. So I'm gonna stop the recording, but if you guys have any questions, oh, first also let me go grab the oh, after I in the recording, I'm gonna put the survey in the chat, and then whoever invited you will also send it to you too. If you will fill that survey out by tomorrow at noon, then I will put your name into a drawing for a free necklace. And I think there's gonna be a code word or something like that. You can just put St. Thomas because that's our next trip. Okay, so let me end the recording.